Hey everyone, welcome back to Unfolding the Stars, Star Goddess Tarot Readings. I hope everyone is doing wonderful today. So, let's see where Spirit wants to go today. I don't know. I don't know. Let's just see where Spirit wants to go today. So, for some reason, my Black Moon astrology deck was calling me, and my Black Moon Lilith deck and my Unicorn deck were calling me today. So let's go ahead and start with Black Moon Lilith and see where this is going to take us. Okay, like I said, I've been dealing with a lot. I've got the moon. Oh my gosh, we've got intuition and emotional healing. So I'm going to go ahead and read a little bit from the book and see where this wants to take us. All right, everyone. So, the moon. The moon The moon is the internal cosmic mother, reflecting the parental sun. She is a nurturing and life giving luminary, ruling over the psyche and emotions of her children here on earth. When you receive the moon oracle card in a reading, it indicates a strengthening of your intuition and increased receptivity. The answers you seek are already inside of you. Listen to your gift of psychic awareness and allow it to guide your way forward. If something doesn't feel right, reflect on why. You may be feeling a sense of fatigue. The moon is encouraging you to pour into yourself right now. Have you taken time to nurture yourself? So, Spirit's telling me that I need to take some time for myself. Lately I've been going and going and going ever since, I've had a lot of change, a lot of transformations, a lot. As I've been following my intuition, I've been moving forward in a lot of ways. Let's see. It says here, nurturing. All right. So it's strengthening my intuition. So it really has, as I've been on this journey, as this tower hit, as these tower moments are hitting my family, I'm learning to trust my intuition on a whole new level. I mean, I've always trusted myself, but there was a point where I still continued to somewhat doubt myself. When we're beginning this journey with spirit, with God, when we begin that healing, it's like for me, I didn't have that faith. I didn't believe. It took years for me to start believing, but as things went on, as I began more healing, as I began doing the right thing and helping other individuals in the process, I started seeing that following God, everything he was telling me, following that intuition, that everything was leading me somewhere. I just didn't know where. So as I began, this whole journey, all these years, it has strengthened my it has strengthened my intuition on so many levels. I can't tell you how far I've come. Following my intuition, I'm manifesting my dreams into reality as I'm co creating with the universe. When you strengthen your intuition and you finally don't doubt yourself and you don't doubt the creator, you'll be amazed at the things that you can create together. As I've been creating, co creating with the universe, I've been strengthening my intuition by just following all them golden nuggets. You know what I mean? It's like my feeling. Like it was saying here, when something doesn't feel right, Spirit's asking us, how many of us out there, when we get that feeling deep down inside, when something's wrong and we don't follow that intuition and it leads us to danger, it leads us to a lot of karma, a lot of upside downs, wrong place, wrong time. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, there's so many reasons why we need to really strengthen that connection to our intuition, because it can lead us out of so many dangerous situations, away from dangerous individuals that mean us no harm. There's been so many times in my life that individuals didn't even tell me what was going on. They lied to me and they were like, oh no, let's just go for a drive, or oh, let's just go to this person's house. Little did I know things turned out sideways. You know what I mean? When I was a young kid, it was crazy. You know what I'm saying? And it was like people that you thought you could trust. And here they lure you into going somewhere and you don't even know, you think you're going just to hang out, and then they get you caught up in something that wasn't even meant for you. So that's why God's saying it's time to strengthen your intuition. It's time to really start doing the healing work, because when we don't listen to that intuition, we never know where it can lead us. I put myself in a lot of dangerous situations, a lot of harmful positions that could have taken my life. You know what I mean? And I am so grateful today that I have truly listened to my intuition, because I'm seeing things from a higher perspective, things that I would have never seen that meant me no good. So as I am listening to my intuition, I'm following. Spirit says that the answers I seek are already inside of me, and that they are the answers that we're looking for. Spirit says when we have that intuition, but we're still doubting and we're asking somebody else outside of ourselves what they think, Spirit says that's not a time to look outside of ourselves. It's a time to look within ourselves. We know the truth. We know that feeling. It's either yes or no. How many of us out there have had that and we don't follow that guidance? Spirit says it's time to start paying attention, to start stepping up to that inner guidance. Spirit says if something doesn't feel right, reflect on why. So when certain situations don't feel right, ask yourself why. Why is this situation, why is this situation feeling doesn't feel right? You know, with this individual, have they told you lies? Have they put you in situations that meant you no good before? Have they led you onto the wrong path when you knew that you shouldn't have followed? Spirit says this is a time to step back, listen, and ask yourself why. Reflect on why. Spirit says you may be feeling a sense of fatigue. I know I am. I've been going and going. Not only have I been going and just following all them golden nuggets, doing what I need to do to keep myself safe. Spirit's telling me that it's time for me to take a rest. I've been doing what needs to get done. And now, after I'm done making this video, it's time for me to take a little nap, because things are just not stopping. As I'm following my intuition, so many things are, so much magic, so many doors are opening up, so many blessings. I'm just making my way forward, birthing new things into the world. Like, so many new adventures for me. But Spirit says in order for our intuition to be nice and clear, we got to remember to rest. There comes a time where we're going to have to put both feet in, both everything we got, and go full force, because we know we got that deadline. But after that, we got to take a step back, take time away from everything else, and say, "Hey, I need time for me now." Pamper yourself, sleep, rest, relax, put on a funny movie. Spirit says the moon is encouraging you to pour into yourself right now. Have you taken time to nurture yourself? So, Spirit says in astrology, the moon represents your emotional reactions, soul, and internal nature. The moon takes around 2.5 days to move through a zodiac sign, and it rules over the water sign of Cancer. Mother Moon also represents your comfort zone and see. All right, your comfort zone and the relationship you had with your mother in astrology. This is how you were conditioned as a child, making this an unconscious part of your personality. The key is to nourish your moon by understanding what emotionally aligns with you and consciously making decisions to support it. So, right now, I'm dealing with the relationship with my mother. You know what I mean? The relationship that I've had with her, how far things have really come, things that are just blowing my mind. I don't know. So Spirit's telling me that I need to take this time now to heal and nurture myself the way that I would need my mom to nurture me. As all these tower moments are hitting my family, more than anything, I need my mom. But we're two strangers. My mom's never loved me, never wanted me there, always going and trying to harm me, you know what I mean? And anybody out there who knows when you're hurting and you're going through things and your own mother, your own father don't even like you, don't even want the best for you. And it's like you're just going through so much and you just wish at that moment that you could be in their arms, you know what I mean? So Spirit's telling me that everything that I'm missing, that I'm needing from my own mother, that I need to do that for myself today. It's really important to take this time. I'm going through a lot of transformations, a lot of changes are happening within my life. A time that I need my mom more than anything. And all I can do is have her from afar. So Spirit's also telling me, since with the moon it's connected to our emotions, that I gotta allow my emotions to flow. Spirit says when we're on that journey and we know we got that deadline and we're going, we haven't given ourselves time to really process everything that we've been experiencing and going through. I've had so many things that are going on that even though I've been crying here and there, it's not enough. Spirit says never hold back, after you're done giving it all you got and you're taking that time for you to nurture yourself, allow yourself to cry, to release, to do what needs to get done because these emotions need to be let go so we can be set free. As I'm struggling to release the relationship between me and my mom, as I know that this is going to be it. It's like I got to mother myself. I got to cry. I got to deal with my emotions. And it's a struggle for me right now. Spirit says, let me see me take my glasses off. So Spirit says, the key to nourish your moon by understanding what you're emotionally aligned with, you are consciously making decisions to support it. So yeah, understanding what emotions where they're coming from, why you're feeling, why you're feeling them. Like with me, I have to, connect the dots, like with my mom, remembering those moments. Spirit says it's incredibly important to understand and honor your moon signs needs, as your emotions are a part of your manifestation power. If you don't feel emotionally aligned in your life to your moon's needs, it can create internal turmoil. So Spirit's saying if you don't allow those emotions to come out, to flow, to cry, that's what causes the rage, the anger, the anxiety, the depression, and it just causes so much turmoil. Spirit says the following is a quick guide to what your moon sign needs to feel emotionally aligned. The moon changes zodiac signs every 2 to 3 days, so you will need to look at your birth chart to determine your emotional needs according to your moon sign. Moon in Aries is leadership. Moon in Taurus is security. Moon in Gemini is communication. Moon in Cancer is nurturing. Moon in Leo is creativity. So Spirit's telling me that I need to nurture my creativity today. And my creativity that I love to do is to sew. When I'm really feeling down and out, I like to sew. It reminds me of my grandma, when she was here when I was little and she raised me, and she just taught me so much. So it brought me so much peace. And at the same time, I'm being creative and I'm using those tools, everything that my grandma taught me, our ancestors bringing forth the creation that they taught us, you know what I mean? Spirit says moon in Virgo, intelligence. Moon in Libra, harmony. Moon in Scorpio is stability. Moon in Sagittarius is freedom. Moon in Capricorn is structure. Moon in Aquarius is intellect. Moon in Pisces is sensitivity. Your psychic awareness is increasing. Listen to this information and allow it to guide your way. All right, everyone. So we're going to go ahead and draw another card here and see where Spirit wants to go from there. We're going to go ahead and start with the unicorns. Yeah, so as I'm having to release and deal with a lot of emotions, I'm just needing to nurture myself today. I've really been giving my all, like I said, it's about finding balance, finding the balance for work, finding the balance for self, finding balance for everything we need. Oh my god, balance. Take time to relax, indulge a little more or less, set boundaries with your work. So, yeah, Spirit's telling me that, tomorrow I need to call in tomorrow. I need to take a day and just relax. I have been overworked. I have slept maybe about an hour in over 2 days, between everything that I've been doing, by all the gold nuggets that Spirit's been leading me to, trying to get everything accomplished, like showing the universe that I can co create, taking those action steps. But Spirit says now it's time for me to relax. It's time to restore balance. It's time for me to indulge a little more within self. It's time for me to set boundaries with my work, and I'm going to call my boss and let him know, like, dude, I need some time. I need tomorrow to do for me. So Spirit's saying, anyone out there, even though you know that you need the money, we know that we need it. When you have faith and you're following and you're doing everything that you need to the way that I've been, everything will fall into place. Remember, if you push yourself and you keep putting other things above what you need, you're going to stop your manifestation skills. You know what I'm saying? So stay in balance and understand that money is going to flow to you, but in order for it to flow to you, it doesn't mean work harder, work smarter. Take time, balance out yourself, take time to be on that couch, on your bed, just whatever it is you want to do. Take time to relax and indulge in fun, playfulness, creativity. Indulge in all those things that whatever sign you are, that I was reading to you, that's what you need to indulge into. Friendship. Seek out your soul family. Surround yourself with positive people. Spend more time socializing. And that's what I've been doing too. As I've been getting out there, as I've been learning to release the past, I've been seeking out my soul family and they've been seeking me. As things have been changing and transforming, as I'm closing out chapters of my past, new doors are opening up, new friendships, people that are just truly amazing. I'm surrounding myself with positive people. I'm spending more time socializing. I'm having to pull away from all the negative that's always surrounded within this home. Spirit says when we're surrounded by negativity, it eventually it sticks to us. So Spirit says, there comes a time when you know that you're ready to shine. You got to pull away and seek out and surround yourself with positive people, people that see the visions that you see. Miracles. Have faith that your miracle is on its way. Your prayers have been answered. Surrender the surrender the how. And yes, exactly like I was saying, miracles happen every second, every moment of every day. And I am witness to that. I've been blessed with so many miracles that my mind is still spinning. I don't even know where to begin. So many things have come in. So that's why Spirit's saying don't worry about setting boundaries. If you've been going full speed ahead, you know that you got to pay your bills, but you know you're overworked. Call in. Take that one day. Just give your boss way notice, even that morning you wake up, even if it's a 24-hour notice, give them notice, because miracles happen every day. And have faith. Your prayers have been answered, and surrender the how. Our miracles have been answered when we follow those golden nuggets, when we continue to shine and we go and we go and we go. Understand that in order for our prayers to continue to keep coming in, we got to surrender the how. Stop asking how, when, this and that. Let it go, let it flow as we sit within our emotions, as we're allowing ourselves the time to heal, to relax, to soak in all that needs to be through whatever it is that we're dealing with, and understand that that's how our miracles will continue to pour in. Spirit says that my prayers have been answered, you know. I've surrendered the how, I've surrendered the everything, and I'm just, as I've seen these huge miracles, my faith, it's like when I'm able to talk more about what all has been going on in my life, I'm going to be able to really just show you, tell you how deep these miracles truly go. All right, everyone. So let's take a black moon card, see what this one wants to come out. So, yeah, you know, so many miracles, so many blessings have been coming about as I've been making the action steps, still balancing myself out. Spirit says, even as the times that I was dealing with a lot of struggles, I still took time to nurture myself. I still did school. You know, Spirit says, how many of us out there, when we know we got a deadline and we're like, we don't got time for this, we don't got time for that? Spirit says, no, 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 don't do that. I still made time to go to school. I still made time to do my temple and do all of that. I still made time for my everyday routines, for everything that I still had that was up and coming. I didn't change anything. I went with the flow. I stayed up extra hours, but I didn't change a thing. So Spirit says, you know, when you're in the flow and you're doing things, that's how you're still bringing in your miracles, by not stopping on everything else that you're doing. You know, you're doing your tasks, but making time and space for everything throughout that day. Do you know what I'm saying? You don't want to push too hard. So Spirit's saying, make sure that you balance it out on an every day. Sorry about that. My puppy, we thought he wanted to go out. So yeah, you know, make sure you balance that out. Oh my gosh, we got Moon Soul. Oh my gosh. So I'm gonna read from this one, see what this one says. Oh my gosh, so all moon today. All right, so Spirit says, all things must come to the soul from its roots, from where it's planted. What does your gut say? The moon asks. This card is all about mystery, feeling, and hidden messages. The moon is receptive. It governs intuition and self-protection. Like I was talking about in the beginning, when you get those warning signs, you know what I'm saying? That's what's your self-protection. Its placement by its placement by sign and house indicate those areas to which we are the most emotional or sensitive. The moon represents what is felt instinctively and what is at the core of our emotions. In the astrological chart, the moon is our soul. It shows the intimate side of who we are. The moon represents security, the home we grew up in, and the need to hide away and recoup our energies. It is the female principle that is darkly moist and yielding. So, as they're speaking about this, it's saying the moon represents security, the home we grew up in. And that's what I'm dealing with right now. You know, Spirit's wanting me to soak it all in, soak it up. And that's what I've been doing, you know, dealing with the childhood home, memories, emotions, allowing it all to come to the surface, just embracing it all, every moment, every thought, every feeling. I'm embracing it all. Spirit says the moon represents what is felt instinctively. So, Spirit says here, the moon can signify our relationship with our mothers as well as pregnancy. It also signifies our grandmothers. Oh my God, and that's funny. I was speaking to my grandmother and sewing and what me and her were connected with. And like I said, everything that I'm dealing with my mom, it's like I'm closing out this chapter. And like by the time I know it, I'm not going to be speaking with her again. You know what I mean? And Spirit says, where am I? As well as pregnancy. It can also signify grandmothers and even old age. So, so it's hard for me to see. Sorry, everyone. So, certain issues can arise when this card turns up. So, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Spirit says that I'm dealing with a lot of emotions, a lot of mother wounds, a lot of mother wounds. A lot that's happened between me and my mom. You know, missing my grandma. She was like my mom, she was there for me. She raised me. She loved me. My grandma's here right now. She's telling me that she's got me. Like I was saying in the beginning that I needed my mom. My grandma told me, like, never forget that she's always here. Spirit says when we're longing for that parent, when we have someone that passed on, someone that was like a parent, that was there for us, that raised us, that cared for us, that nurtured us, look to them. Look to them for the love, the nurturing that we're longing for from the parent that will never receive it from. That way, when we call upon that passed on loved one, they can help us to nurture ourselves the way that they would nurture us. My passed on loved one, she's saying, how did I nurture you, Hita, when you were feeling down? So I'm going to take those moments and I'm going to do all the moments that my grandma did when I was young. Spirit's saying, take that time as well with you. If you're going through something, and there was little things like when my grandma would warm up hot milk and pour cinnamon, little things like that just would make me feel better. Little anything that you remember, do that, and that'll so you can bond and hold that moment, watch a movie, curl up with that blanket, whatever it is that connects you with that individual, you know what I mean? So you can connect with your emotions and know that you're safe and supported as you're going through, and you're allowing yourself to feel whatever deep emotions that need to be felt, that you're being loved, cared for, and supported, and that you're not alone. You know what I mean? All right, everyone. Let's see what else Spirit has to say. All right. So the moon card represents in the tarot deck the high priestess, and the key ideas Spirit says are dreams, the soul, the dark night of the soul, memory, the past, wisdom, shelter, and deep love. So Spirit's saying, right now I got to pay attention to my dreams, my soul, that my soul knows, that intuition to continue to follow because I'm on the right path, not to let anyone or anything detour me, to understand that things happen for a reason. Spirit says the dark night of the soul, it's when, you're facing them hardships, when you're crying and releasing, when you're facing the hard truths that you really didn't want to see. And I'm having to do that. I'm having to face a lot of hard truths that are going down with my mom and me right now. And I'm just like blown away. So these are a lot of dark night of the souls for me that I need to release. A lot of the memories that are coming up for me, like it says here, I'm going to hold tight to the memories, not too tight, but I'm going to remember the good. I'll take the good, leave the bad, leave the past, like it says, and I'll continue on with all the wisdom that I've accumulated throughout my soul's journey since I've been searching to find who I truly am. All the wisdom that I have developed all these years, I'm taking that with me. I'm taking that with me. And Spirit says that I'm sheltered with so much love. I'm surrounded with so much love. You know what I mean? All right, everyone. Let's see where Spirit wants to wrap this up. All right, everyone. And one last card. We've got Uranus, Genius. So let's read a little bit from this one and see what this one says for us. All right. So Uranus is genius. The public is wonderfully tolerant. It forgives everything except genius. All right. Let's go ahead. Spirit says to turn the page. So Spirit says that this is the tarot card. It represents the tower, and that it represents change, revolution, shocks, genius, technology, alternative lifestyles. So Spirit says, within all the tower moments that have been coming within, following those golden nuggets, following my intuition has saved me from my own life crumbling down, from a world full of hurt that was never meant for me. That's why it's really important that we heal and we start following those feelings, we start following that soul, that intuition inside that's trying to guide us and keep us safe. Because at the end of the day, you never know. You never know who you're going to meet. You never know who you know. You never know what direction they're going to, pretend not even tell you about and put you in harm's way. Wrong, and you're just there. So Spirit says, you become a genius by accumulating a lot of wisdom and taking the time to heal yourself, to really understand that we're worth doing the healing. Spirit says that rapid changes, shocks, jolts, sudden transformation, the unexpected, revolution, government overthrows. So yeah, there's just a lot that's going on right now, within my mom, like I said, with just the taxes, with everything that's been going down. If you watched my videos prior to this, you know. So that's the tower moment that's been hitting, as my mom went behind my back and filed the taxes for my daughter when I've been supporting her. Like, it's, you know what I mean? Like, things just kind of got crazy. So as this tower moment's hitting, it's like I'm having to heal a lot of mother wounds. I'm having to see that hurt people. I forgive my mom. I do. I love her. You know what I'm saying? But I've had to learn to choose myself now and move forward, because if I would have continued to follow manipulation and follow, it's like with me back in the days when I was with my baby daddy. He lied to me, told me we were just going to go out for a ride, go talk, and make up from when we were fighting. Little did I know he was taking me to the butt crack of Egypt, and stuff went south. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know what was happening, but he kept putting me in harm's way. And even though I didn't know anything, at the end of the day, we'd still get caught up. Do you know what I'm saying? So Spirit told me that the tower moment had to hit, that I had to see the hard truth about what was really going on behind closed doors, what my mom was really doing. And I finally had to stand up for myself. As it was actually taken out of my hands, there came a point where they did speak to me and ask me how I wanted to pursue and go forward. I decided to stand up for myself, as they were like, yeah, we support you. Like, we think you need to do this. And as I did that and decided to stand up for myself, the tower moment hit. So now I'm just faced with so many things. Like I said, the moon represents intuition. It also represents hidden motives by other individuals, and so now things are coming to the surface and I'm having to deal with it. So Spirit's giving me the time and space that I need today to do this healing, and Spirit's telling me that, just to take an extra day tomorrow and do a little more healing. All right, everyone, let's go ahead and wrap this up. So yeah, like it's showing here, it's showing the mom and it's showing the daughter. And I remember moments like that, when I was pregnant and my baby daddy wasn't there for me. My mom was there. She was there for me for every appointment. She was there for me when I had cravings. She was there for me. That's why I don't understand. When she showed me love, when I felt loved, when she was there for me when I gave birth to my children. Just wonder why. So Spirit says, this is a time to follow your intuition, to do the emotional healing, so that way we can really see what's in front of us. There comes a time where things are not easy. Time when we really got to say goodbye. There's so many moments that I'm never going to forget. So many moments that I'm so grateful for from my mom. And I'm so sad that things are ending this way. Spirit says, remember, take time to relax, indulge a little more or less, and set boundaries with your work. So yeah, take that time for you when you know that changes have just hit you overnight. and things have just transformed, set boundaries, let them know, like, be honest with them. Even if they get mad, be honest with them. That's how I am. I'm straight up and honest, and let them know, like, I need time. I need time to rest. I need time to breathe. Like, this is what's going on right now. You know what I mean? Because if we don't balance it out and we don't relax and we don't allow for the emotional healing to take place, then it disturbs our intuition, and it's really important to follow our intuition. So Spirit says, continue to seek out your soul family. Surround yourself with positive people. Spend more time socializing. Seek out your soul family. So meaning, like with me, I love dancing, so I started doing dance classes. I was curious about temple. I decided to go to temple. So therefore, that's the soul family, the people that are searching for the same kind of thing that I am. So Spirit says, continue to do that. Surround yourself with positive people and spend more time socializing. When you're done, getting over the emotions, whatever's going on, don't allow yourself to stay stuck in the darkness for far too long. Allow them to come up, release, and go, but don't live there, because then that's going to put a damper on your intuition, and then you're going to start living in all the sadness, and you don't want to do that. So that's when, even when you're not feeling it, pick yourself up and get yourself back out there. So I'm going to rest a little bit today. I got a little something more I got to do later, and I'm going to do a little more socializing. And as I'm doing that, the miracles are unfolding. The socializing that I'm going to be doing is another miracle that God has presented me with. So many miracles have come my way as I've had that faith. All these miracles are on my way, left, right, front, center, back. My prayers have been answered, and I surrendered the how, and I'm just going with the flow. I'm allowing it all to come, to rise. I'm allowing for all the secrets, for everything to come to the surface that people have been hiding from me. And I'm going to honor my emotions, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to come with love and respect and kindness. I know it hurts, when we're going through stuff and we're finding out the truth of what things really were. That feeling, you know what I mean? But Spirit says, remember that we need that tower to fall, in order for the newness to come in, and understand that certain things, when we're following that our soul's path and we're on that journey, when things are meant to happen and we finally make that switch and we've said we've had enough, like me, when I finally stood up for myself and I said I had enough of being treated how my family has treated me, boom, automatically that light switch went on, and the universe spoke and said, okay, you spoke out, here's that tower moment, get ready, because things are going to get crazy. And that's exactly what happens when we ask for that tower moment. When we make that happen, things go. Don't ask why, just go. Follow the golden nuggets. That's why Spirit's saying don't ask why, because when those tower moments come in and you're just feeling like, I got to move on this, I got to move on that, don't wait. Because if you wait, you're going to end up in a tower moment yourself. Don't wait. Continue to move, dodge, move, do what you got to do. That's why balancing yourself out afterwards is so important, because you're being genius about it. You just don't understand what you're doing as you're moving through and you're following these golden nuggets. You're not understanding why you're doing it, and you're still kind of like, oh my God, is this going to pan out? You got to have that faith. Be like, yeah, I know this is mine, this is going to happen. And watch as it all unfolds. So Spirit says, remember, be careful what we ask for, because when we ask for a tower moment, when we ask to see the truth, when we ask to finally be released from hurt, from pain, from trauma, at the end of the day, we get magical, beautiful blessings. But there comes a time at the end of the day that we got to release all that has already released us. Thank you all for being here with me today, everyone. Love and light. Take care.